Sequel to another video, lack of time. It was something I forgot to put in that video. Well, no, I shouldn't say I forgot to put in that video. Didn't really think about it till after the fact. So call this lack of time too. Go back and check out that other video. And if I'm referring to it wrong, I'll be sure to name this video after that one. So it'll be the same thing, but it'll just be the basic title without a number. In that video, when I was saying it's not a bad thing when you had a lack of time, when you're doing you, especially when your life is expanding. Whether you pick up a family or you venture out into a journey up on your own, people around you have to understand that you don't have the same time that you did beforehand because you're embarking on another journey and this is taking your time. And people, a healthy circle, they'll understand that. They won't guilt you in doing that. The part I wanted to add on to that, I wanted to I wanted to talk about my child. I'm thinking about how when they left the home, doing their own gig, hey, it's been holidays and things that passed by. I've not thought anything about them. When I'm saying holidays, I'm talking about that might have pertained to me or birthdays or what have you. I am not thinking, oh man, I didn't hear from this person up on this time. You know what? I am happy that I did my job as a father. They are out living their life, not looking behind. And mind you, know that my kids love me. But to me, that's a sign of some good child rearing right there. That you're out and you're doing your own thing. You making good moves. You don't have to work. You don't have to reach back here and think about me. I'm good. I'm not down and out yet. I'm not to the point where I'm needing some help yet. Go fly as high as you can. That's what I'm rooting for. You did a good job. It was things before I had kids or me being at the age that I am that when older people would talk to me, family members as well, and they would be making case in point with things that were going on in their life. And one of the things they would say is, no, you wouldn't understand because you don't have kids. And it didn't have to just be family members. You could be talking to people on the outside. You wouldn't understand. It really would just be like a cop-out because if a person's trying to have empathy for you, anybody that knows me, I'm not downplaying anything that you're going through. If not anything, I'm really trying to be right there with you. I'm trying to go one-on-one. So I might not have to actually wear the same shoes, and I am not going to downplay whatever it is that you're going through. And I think you got that from, I was going to say talking to me on this channel, but yeah, that's what this is. We're conversating. So back and forth. I talk to y'all through the comments. So you know who I am to a certain degree. And when I came up to the point in my life that these other individuals had already reached, and I look at the way that I do things, yeah, true enough, everybody does things differently. But I still stand by what I did 20 years ago, however many years ago when we were having these discussions, and I'm just like, no, I still can't see it from your side. And that's fine, because I'm not looking to agree, but I'm just like, what I'm saying is just like what I'm saying with a lot of videos. This stuff comes down to you. It comes down to you and how you view yourself before you go to that next step in dealing with other individuals. If you've not dealt with you yet, then a lot of the things that you may think that you fall short on, or maybe they're just, I'm going to say some weaknesses. Maybe they're just parts of your personality you haven't fine-tuned yet, especially when it comes to dealing with other people. Then it'll be apparent to others when they're dealing with you, because you'll come off a certain type of way, and you'll project these things on the others when they're really inadequacies within yourself. But you'll put them off on others, and you'll cover them up, and you'll point the blame with however you can to muddy up the waters, and it just causes confusion. So my point is what I'm saying with this is, I've not tried to live vicariously through my children. I've tried to raise them to, hey, you don't have to think just like what daddy thinks. I'm giving you a perspective from my perspective, and that's all that it is, just like when anybody else would do. I'm not perfect. I got an opinion. I'm not always right. Just like what I've said with other videos on this channel, there's been things that I've been absolutely dead set on thinking, hey, I knew all it was to it, only to change my opinion up on it. Doesn't make me wishy-washy. What it is its growth. And I don't want to hardwire in certain qualities up off into my kids, knowing that they got to go out and find out some of those same things on their own. So try to give them just enough so they can think on their own and not be just so dependent upon what does daddy think. I can't make this move. Critical think on your own. So getting back to what I was stating earlier in this video, my viewpoint is different with a child being outside of my household. I'm not thinking, man, they're not thinking back. They're not loving me because they're not reaching back and checking on me from week to week. They didn't call me on a specific day that I think is important to me. Man, I done raised you and you're not doing, I'm not thinking that. What I'm thinking is I'm loving that you're living your life and you're going on and you're independent and whatever that is that involves of you enjoying your life. Having that you time, chilling. You know daddy is here if you need him. I'm not trying to be some monkey on your shoulder, following you around, where it's like you can't get on with your own life because of me just sitting there riding your back. That's what I'm talking about. Lack of time too. It's not a bad thing that you don't have you don't have the amount of time to give the others. It's on how you're interacting with them when you're in that time, when you're in that moment with them. And when I'm looking at my kids, looking at, one that's outside of the household, we don't have a bad relationship. So it's not like we're on edge, or at least I don't think that we do. So it's not that we're on edge where we need to talk this certain amount of time because we're trying to work things out, or if this amount of time passes, then is something wrong up with the relationship. You're chilling. Hey, I call you, tell you I love you, holler at you. If you need something, you holler at me. Lack of time too. It's not a bad thing. People have their lives. They're accomplishing goals. It ain't about you. That's what I wanted to add to this video. End the video. My name's Ayin. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. Y'all have a good one.